This is really, really, really a fantastic specimen of the breed. He is true to the breed standard with his very nice muscle, no wrinkles, no bulldoggy look. Look at the almond eyes. The Boerboel's not supposed to have completely round eyes like you see in a lot of Boerboels these days where they get the more bull mastiffy look. They're supposed to have almond eyes. They're supposed to have an ear setting that when the dog is attentive, you have a straight line with the occiput and the ears. All those things he has in place. He has a beautiful head. It will fill out much more as he grows, but it will stay true to the type. He has a slight undershot. That's the only minus he has in his head. So, general appearance, I have ridden amazing looking young male, mature for his age, because often when you have an 11-month-old youngster, you have a dog out of proportion. He's so perfectly proportioned already, so he actually looks older than he is. But the lack of muscle tone give it away, of course, because he needs to develop, yeah? Perfect proportion, like I wrote. Head and neck, beautiful Boerboel type, small undershot, almond eyes, good ear setting. Front quarter, extremely good bone. I know a lot of people want heavy, 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 heavy bone in a Boerboel. But have you ever seen a Saint Bernard move? Do you want your Boerboel to move like that? No. This is very, very good bone for a Boerboel male. When you go heavier than this, you will lose some movement. It's not possible with that kind of weight to have that explosive movement we want in the Boerboel. He has really good bone. He has straight legs. Whether you look from the front, yeah, put it behind the ears again, and you can just pull, not roughly, just pull a little bit. No, not with this one. Normally you can, and then they will stand. No. But whether you look at him from the side or from the front, his legs is straight. We don't want the barrel front. We don't want the bulldog front. We want straight legs. You can see it from here. If you move around, you can see it from the front also. His feet, his feet is a little bit out, not a lot. That can tighten up as the muscles develop, because there are also muscles down the legs and the shoulders that will affect that. It's very, very little, but they are a tiny bit out. He has strong shoulders. What you want to see is you want to see neck and shoulders merge beautifully together. You don't want head, neck, shoulders. You want smooth curves. And even though he's not developed all his muscles yet, you have a beautiful curve from head to neck to shoulders. Strong shoulders already in this one. Centerpiece. Because now you know what I will also be looking for in your adult dogs when you hear this. The centerpiece is this piece. It's the muscles around the spine, down by the ribs, down by the, what's that called? Abdomen? In English? Loin, yeah. All those muscles, they are not there yet. He's young. So when can you do, just for show, do just a little job, just a little one. You will see the skin go a little bit back and forth and a little bit of a roll. That is because, look at the skin on his back. When you have a dog that's finished developing, you don't want to see any movement on that skin, because that tells you that the front part of the dog and the back part of the dog is perfectly working together with even amount of angulation and proper development of the muscles next to the spine and the centerpiece. So that I am sure will settle down when he's finished developing. But I have to notice that it's there now. So he has a slight body roll because he needs that muscle to develop, but good for his age. Hind quarter, amazing angles, good muscle, including long. I don't know if you know, but can you turn that way so I look at his hind quarter? But for a Boerboel to have that thrust, they really need strength in their hind quarter to have that thrust for the movement. You need not only the muscles on the outside, you need these long muscles on the inside. And you can see that the muscle group is there, but it's just not developed yet. You see a lot of Boerboels these days with a round kind of ass and then just legs, because they only have the muscles on the top, but they don't have these long inside muscles. You also see a lot of Boerboels, again, like the bulldoggy stand, because the ligament and the muscles are only on the outside, so it's pulling out. There's nothing on the inside to straighten it up. So they get this kind of shape, yeah? So that is also, because he has very little cow hog now, but again, I'm sure with the muscle development, that will even out also. I hope I'm not promising too much, but I think. So, amazing angles, good muscle, including the long, very slight cow hog, good bone. Another thing we're losing in the Boerboel, apart from the long muscles, is the bone. It's not enough to have good bone in the front. They also need, you have probably all seen Boerboels with very thin bone in the back. And that thin bone is not going to cut it to carry a heavy dog. So, it needs bone like this. Movement, fluent, slight body roll, will steady when developed. And my comment is that it's a very promising young male.